Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you're watching this, we're actually going to be giving a market update for Seminole, Florida, to be specific, zip code 33772. So if you're just finding this through one of our social media platforms, or maybe you saw one of our flyers, we're going to be covering what Q4 of 2021 looks like and talking about how that compared to a year in the past. We had an amazing market, and we'll be covering what that means for property values, what actually happened, some of the highest prices sold, and a lot more. So first, we're going to start by covering the differences between what 2021 performed versus 2020. So if we look, there were 379 homes sold total in the 33772 zip code. And that was an 11% increase over the previous year, which is phenomenal. Now, if we look at the median sold price, it was $365,000, which was a 20% increase. So think about that for a second. If you bought a house a year ago, the property values went up 20%. Just amazing. It outpaced inflation, which inflation for the last year has been around 7%. So if we factor those two in, you've got 13% return on your investment if you would have bought at the beginning of 2021. So let's talk sales volume. All the homes sold total, there's been $153 million worth of sales in 2021 for this area, which is a 28% increase. So when you factor the increase in the price of sales plus an increase in the homes sold, all of that combines to a much bigger market that was sold last year. And I see the same thing happening in 2022 as well. The average price per square foot has gone up a total of 18% as well. I mean, all the numbers are saying between 18 and 20% increase. And it's now $250 per square foot on average in this market. So next, I want to cover some interesting facts about the market and some of the biggest prices sold, some of the lowest prices sold, biggest price drops. All right, so just focusing on Q4 2021, the highest home that actually sold in the area was $1.1 million. That was $55,000 under asking price. Still a really incredible sale. As far as the highest over asking price, there was a home that sold for $454,000, and it sold $76,000 over asking price. Absolutely incredible. Next, we've got the priciest fast sale, and the way that I factor this is anything that sold 7 days or less, so basically a week or less, and that was $890,000. It sold in 7 days, $40,000 over asking price. So let's talk about some of the lower numbers. The lowest sale in the area was actually $188,000. It was a complete rehab, but the biggest price drop was also the highest sale, which kind of makes sense. It was the house that went for $1.1 million, and it dropped $55,000. And then we have the longest time on market in the area. It sold for $915,000. It was on the market for 163 days, and it sold for $35,000 below ask. So I'm going to jump into the Q4 numbers for this final piece, which talks about how Q4 numbers in 2021 compared to Q4 numbers in 2020. So if we start with the number of homes sold in Q4 of last year, it was actually 107 homes that were sold, which compares to 105 homes the previous year, so only a 1% increase. Take that into account when we're talking about the increases in price, which that's only 2 homes that sold, but the prices have gone up quite a bit. So the median sale price was $385,000, which was 22% over the previous year's quarter. The average price per square foot went for $267 per square foot, which that's a 19% increase over the previous year's Q4. 14 days on market, which is down 6%, which, that's average days on market, including that one that went for 163 days. But if we talk about median, the median days on market was only 5 days. Homes are just going super fast, as everybody knows. And finally, 52 of the 170 homes that sold in the market sold for above asking price, which is really record breaking. There's not too many years in real estate history that that's happened, It's just been an incredible market. If you'd like to know what to do with all this equity, if you currently own a home in the area, some options you can do to leverage that, either to maybe do some work around your house or use that to purchase other properties, or even if you're thinking about selling, let us know. We'd love to help you out. Hey, listen, if you're watching this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because we're going to be putting out quarterly updates for the different areas that we service. We service really all the greater Tampa Bay area, so Pinellas, Hillsborough, some of Pasco, and some of Manatee County as well. So if you'd like to get updates and information, as well as some of the listings that we put out there, we're going to be putting a lot of content on this channel. Just make sure to stay in touch, and we'll see you on the next one.